Hi, this is Isabel Litzler, Pleiad HC, the place to be to develop your skills and grow your potential. So today's video is about passive income and leverage income. I wanted to explain a little bit the difference between the two because not many of you may be aware of this whole thing about passive income or leverage income. So of course, the one that we know the most of out there is the income you get from working in a job, so salaried income. So you're an employee and you get paid every month. But what my focus is more and more, and I have other coaches who work in the same arena, more and more there's this talk about passive income and leverage income. So it's something that you would do from home, for example. So giving you example first of passive income. So in my view, passive income is something that you would do but where there's no real way to make more money. So for example, if you start and you write a book, so you're writing your book and you put it on Amazon or any type of channel where you want to put your book, chances are you're only going to be at some point you're reaching a certain amount of income, but it's not going to grow much more than that. So you're going to be stuck in a certain ceiling, basically, so to say. So you write your book, you're going to make some money at the beginning, but you're not going to make more. Same thing with real estate. If you buy an apartment or you buy anything that you buy, basically, you will make a certain amount of income, but you can't make more. So if you have a studio or if you have a 3-bedroom apartment or a house that you rent, you make a certain amount of money. That's it. You know, you can't really leverage that. I mean, unless maybe you make a lot of refurbishing and now you rent it a bit more, but it's not going to be a huge difference. So the first thing is really to assess, you know, where do you want to, what kind of thing do you want to do? Do you want, and also that depends, you know, maybe where you stand in life right now. Maybe you have a job that you love, but you just want to make some extra money on the side. So let's say that you want to, you know, you have a great job, but you want to make some money buying apartments to get some rent money. Maybe you have, maybe you want to write a book because you're fascinated with sci-fi and you want to write a book on sci-fi, or maybe you want to write children's stories, and you know it's not going to be something that you make millions of. And again, there's always the one person out of 1,000 that will go out there and make the bestseller type of book. But technically, you will be at some point, you know, reaching to the ceiling of what you can make. So that's passive income. Don't expect to make a lot of money, but you will make some additional money, and that can be great also if you lose your job. If you have a couple of investments that bring you a little bit of money, then you can be less stressed to find a new job. So now going on to leverage income. So this is more for people who want to be entrepreneurs and want to grow businesses. So you're not starting it to get, you know, a certain amount of income every month, but you want to really grow and build something. So as an example, you know, coaching or consulting, you know, maybe you start with 1 or 2 clients, brings you a little bit of income, but the idea is to reinvest this income and build your business. You know, maybe invest in your website, which I do all the time, you know, invest in having maybe being present in more groups, in more events, etc. So you want to grow your business. So you start small. Maybe you have a few clients and you know, you have a little bit of that passive income. And typically people will start while they have a job. And then, you know, you reinvest to make it bigger. And all the people I know who are entrepreneurs, they tend to reinvest their money into something else. So they will start, for example, as a coach or as a consultant, and they see that they have some traction, they start attracting people, then maybe they bring other people in and they build something bigger. So basically that's how to differentiate the two between passive and leverage. So the question you should ask yourself is, are you right now in a situation where you just want to get a standard amount of money every month and find the best way to do that, which is one state of mind? Or are you trying to start a business with the idea of growing it and really building something out of it? It's not the same thing. So it's good to know, because it's not going to be putting your money in the same baskets. If you just want a little bit of income every month, you know, that's going to help maybe the family or something, that's going to be standard. That's going to be the same amount all the time. And yeah, that's, for example, real estate would be great for that. You know, now if you want to build a business and you want to grow it, maybe that same amount of income you want to put into a business and not necessarily buying something that's going to bring you standard income. It's also the level of risk you want to take. You know, buying an apartment or a house, you know, it's leverage, it's passive income every month, and you know it's not going to be bad surprises. If you build a business, there's always a chance you go out of business or your clients don't come anymore, so you lost all your money. That's the big difference, is the risk factor. Of course, being in Switzerland, I think probably the tendency would be to go for things where it's standard amount of money and not so much the risk factor. Also, depending on how much money you have. If you have a small amount of money, you want to be sure that you put it in the right place. If you have people maybe usually who can afford to have more risk, maybe they take also a little bit more risk. So it could be a mindset, could be on how much you can afford to lose. Anyway, it's going to be different based on the person. So basically, I just wanted to say, if you have some questions about either passive or leverage income, feel free to question down below. I will answer. This is not necessarily easy to do on your own, so that's why I want to help. But I find it really as a solution, that's the interim solution between, if I'm thinking more about women, stay-at-home mom, no work at all, and going to a corporate life where you have no time for your family. I find that trying to find that middle ground where you're still involved with activities, bringing some cash, but yet, you know, enjoying your family is the best way. So I will talk to you soon. Thanks.